The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus went down to Capernaum, a town of Galilee. He taught them on the Sabbath, and they were astonished at his teaching, because he spoke with authority. In the synagogue, there was a man with the spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out in a loud voice, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Jesus rebuked him and said, "Be quiet, come out of him." Then the demon threw the man down in front of them and came out of him without doing him any harm. They were all amazed and said to one another, "What is there about his word? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out." And news of him spread everywhere in the surrounding region. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Sa mga panahong ito ay napakalaking usapin ang kapangyarihan, power and authority. Sa ating ebanghelyo, takantaka ang mga tao, lalo tigit ang mga Pariseo at mga punong bayan, kung paanong si Jesus ay nakapagpapagaling at hindi nila malaman kung saan nanggagaling ang kanyang kapangyarihan. With authority and power, he commands the unclean spirits, and they follow him. Ito rin ang magandang pagnilayan sa araw na ito at sa mga panahon natin ngayon. Saan nga ba nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan? Where does power emanate or come from? Sa mga eksperto o mananaliksik, meron silang 5 natukoy na pinanggagalingan ng kapangyarihan. Sabi ng mga dalubhasa, ang kapangyarihan daw ay nanggagaling sa tinatawag nilang legitimate power. Pwede daw na kaya may kapangyarihan ka kasi iniluklok ka dyan, ikaw ay inihalal, o kaya ikaw ay inappoint. So your power emanates from your legitimate authority o galing sa iyong pagkakahalal o pagkaka-appoint. Ang iba naman ay nanggagaling sa iyong kakayanan ng magbigay ng gantimpala, reward. Kaya ka makapangyarihan kasi nagagantimpalaan mo ang mga tao. And usually, if one is rewarded, one who gives you the reward will have power and influence over you. Nanggagaling din ng kapangyarihan sa tinatawag nilang expertise. Kapag ka ikaw ay expert sa isang bagay, ikaw ay makapangyarihan. Because of your knowledge and your expertise, people will obey you. Sa iba naman, nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan sa tinatawag nilang relationship. Ibig sabihin ay dahil ka mag-anak mo, tatay mo, o you identify yourself with someone, kaya sumusunod ka sa kanya. So the person has power over you. Ang kapangyarihan nanggagaling din sa tinatawag nilang coercion. Kaya sila makapangyarihan sa iyo kasi kaya kanilang takutin at susunod ka. So they call this the basis of power. Pero kay Jesus, saan nanggagaling ang kanyang kapangyarihan? Alam naman natin, obviously, kung bakit siya makapangyarihan. Not because of coercion or pananakot. Not because of domination o pagiging malakas. Not because of wealth, because definitely he had no wealth. And definitely not because of reward, because in fact, he was promising the cross to those who follow him. Saan nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan ni Jesus? Sa mga dalubhasa sa Biblia, natutukoy nila na ang kapangyarihan ni Jesus ay nanggagaling sa kanyang salita. He is the Word that created the universe. He is the Word that made all things happen in this world. Sa madaling salita, kapangyarihan ng salita. Word has power. If it emanates from someone who considers his word as important. Kaya lagi tayong nagsasalita kasi ang pinahahayag natin ay ang salita ng Diyos. Yun nga lang, sa ating panahon ngayon, words have become very cheap. Kaya nga ang tawag natin doon ay mura. Pagka ang salita ay wala ng halaga, mura na yon. Pagka ang salita hindi na pinaninindigan, mura na yon. Pagka ang salita hindi mo na mapaniwalaan, kasi pabago-bago lang naman, mura ang tawag natin doon. Jesus' power emanates from His Word. Salitang buhay, salitang naging tao, salitang nagbibigay buhay. Kaya nga ang paalala sa atin, be careful with your words. Because words have power. Words can destroy. But also, words can build up and words can heal. Bakit sinunod ng demonyo ang salita ni Jesus? Kasi hindi mura ang kanyang salita. Ang salita ng Diyos ay makapangyarihan, sabagat ito'y salitang totoo at salitang nanggagaling sa kaibuturan ng kanyang pagmamahal. The power of the words of Jesus came from His deep love for those who were suffering. That's why His words were powerful. Not because they were coercive or domineering, but His words were full of life, full of hope. Kaya nga, sa araw-araw, pwede nating gawin o gamitin ang ating mga salita para magbigay pag-asa. Huwag nating murahin ang salita. Let us consider our words as sacred to people so that our words would have power. When you say, I love you, those 3 words can heal a wounded heart. When you say, I forgive you, those 3 words can give hope to a desperate person. You are welcome, those 3 words can give strength to a dying person. or to a weakening person. Kaya nga, si Jesus, ang kanyang kapangyarihan galing sa salita. Words that have power because they come out of a loving heart. At pangalawa, panghuli, saan nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan ni Jesus? Nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan ni Jesus sa kanyang malalim na kaugnayan sa kanyang Ama. In His relationship with the Father, Jesus was able to draw strength. At ito rin ang magandang isabuhay natin sa araw-araw. Where does our power come from? It comes from a loving relationship. Pag may pagmamahalan, mayroong lakas at kapangyarihan. If you are in a loving relationship, you begin to trust, you begin to follow. Kaya sa pag-ibig, walang pamimilit, walang pananakot, meron lamang pagtitiwala at pagtalima. Words and relationship. Dito nanggagaling ang kapangyarihan ni Jesus. Sabi nga ng isang manunulat na si Simon Sinek, ano ang pagkakaiba ng isang boss sa isang leader? What's the difference between a boss and a leader? Sabi niya, a boss is someone you follow because you have to. A leader is someone you follow because you want to. Bakit ka sumusunod? Hindi dahil natatakot ka o pinipilit ka. Sumusunod ka sapagkat nagtitiwala ka at ipinagkakatiwala mo ang iyong sarili sa Kanya. Jesus had power and authority. Not because He had weapons, not because He was a strong man, not because He was an elected official. Even the demons followed Jesus because His words came from the truth of His heart. And His followers trusted in His word. Even demons followed and obeyed His word. Kaya sa misang ito, sa ating panalangin, hilingin natin kay Jesus na makinig tayo sa Kanyang makapangyarihang salita. Nanawa ito ang magbigay sa atin ng pag-asa. Ito ang magbigay ng kagalingan at kapayapaan. September 1 na po, bare months na. Ano ang salita na namamayani sa ating puso at sa ating mga bibig ngayon? May the word of Jesus be our word today. And the word of Jesus is powerful because His word is love and mercy and compassion. And His loving word can give hope to a suffering humanity.